Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again here to bring you another video. This one's going to be another versus matchup in my versus series of videos. This one was a viewer request, and I love it. I love the idea. I think it's great. Two of the most popular villains in all of anime and manga history going at it. But Vegeta, on the other hand, actually, is he a villain? Well, he kind of goes from a villain to an anti-hero, and then at the end ends up, of course, sacrificing himself to save his family and the people he cares about. So he goes through an insane amount of character development throughout the Dragon Ball manga and anime as well. So, he's not just simply a villain. It's not that simple with Vegeta. He starts out as one, but then he becomes, anti-hero afterwards. And he is one of my favorite characters ever, one of my favorite, even as a villain at the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball if you read the manga. He is a fantastic villain, absolutely fantastic, and even at that point is insanely powerful, to the point where he claims his Gallic gun can destroy the entire planet, all of Earth, if Goku is to evade the attack and not handle it head on, that the whole planet will be destroyed. Now, is that true, or is he just bluffing or saying it? Well, obviously, he believes that, and maybe it is true. Maybe the point of the Gallic gun is to shoot it into the center of the Earth, have it explode there, and then it wouldn't all explode all at once, but over time could destroy the planet. So that's that. Now, which version of Vegeta are we going to pick? Because he goes through so much character development, he goes through so many transformations as a character, which one would we go with? Well, I think we probably shouldn't go at the beginning, because that's sort of like his, as a villain, his beginning stages. That would be equivalent to comparing him to Sasuke from Naruto, the first, when he's a kid. That doesn't make sense when he's first introduced and all that. So Sasuke at this point now in the manga, to where he is basically with Orochimaru, and they just finished defeating Kabuto, him and Itachi, versus Vegeta at the stage, let's say Super Saiyan 1, not USSJ, so not Super Vegeta, but just before Super Vegeta. Because really, Super Vegeta, even though he's stronger than Vegeta, his cardio is not as good, and his speed is not quite as good as well, as Goku points out with that form as being a weakness in that form. It ruins your cardio and your speed. So we'll go with Super Saiyan Level 1 Vegeta versus Sasuke. Who would win and why? Well, okay, let's start off with Sasuke. Obviously, got a lot of different abilities, a lot of different jutsu. He's got his Genjutsu. He's got a Susanoo. He's got, all kinds of different techniques with his eyes, fire, uses some interesting, techniques with rain and lightning, and, all these different types of things. Against Vegeta, who is obviously the prince of all Saiyans, Super Saiyan Level 1, so he's got his Big Bang attack, he's got, all of his crazy moves, super aggressive style, and let's give him his final flash for this fight, just for argument's sake. So who would win, and also who's the better character? Well, even though I think that, Vegeta is susceptible to mind control, we saw it against Babidi late in Dragon Ball Z, I still think that he would be able to eventually overpower Sasuke's Genjutsu, because Sasuke and his Genjutsu is not like Itachi, it's not quite that powerful, I'd say. He doesn't use it that much, although he does use it somewhat. He doesn't use it to the level that Itachi does. So that being said, I think that that probably would give him the advantage a little bit at the beginning. But I think that even with that, and Vegeta under some kind of, hypnotic state type thing with the Genjutsu, I still don't think that Sasuke's Genjutsu would be strong enough to hold Vegeta. I think he would just, straight power out of it. Just go nuts and power right out of it. He's not the type of character that would just have something happen and not snap. I mean, Vegeta is very quick to snap and just lose it and just, power up and just go crazy and destroy everything. To the point where when he's facing Cell with his final flash, Krillin warns him that if he keeps this up, he could destroy the whole planet, and he does not care. He doesn't care. He just rages out, goes absolutely berserk, goes nuts, and just starts destroying everything. So at that point, you got to go with Vegeta getting, just breaking out of the Genjutsu, becoming super powerful, going after Sasuke, and, all of Sasuke's techniques, everything he has, Susanoo and all that could protect him, I don't see that as being powerful enough to stop the Prince of All Saiyans. I really don't. So in this matchup, I think it's pretty pretty simple for me, a no-brainer that you got to go with Vegeta for sure. Technique-wise, I think you'd make a new technique for this one. We'll call it the final emo fag boy death punch or slap. You know, maybe a slap's better because, you know, with a Vegeta slap, like a backhand Super Saiyan final flash slap, boom, you know, I mean, it would, you know, definitely would hurt Sasuke's pride for a while, you know, leave him to cry for a little bit longer like he's always been known to do, and, you know, go find some new friends to feel better about himself and all that kind of stuff. So, regardless, Vegeta is so much cooler of a character than Sasuke, I think. Just overall, I mean, even in terms of respect, you got to respect the character so much more. Sasuke to me is like, he's whiny, he's bitchy, he's moany, he's like a chick basically in a, you know, man's body. He also wears women's clothing. So that's that. Travis says Vegeta would take it. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one later. Peace.